So I was browsing the news, and apparently Joe Biden finally realized he's been asleep at the wheel and dropped out of the race. Now, don't panic because the real power has always been in the hands of the Green Witch of Narnia, Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, she's stepping up. The witch behind the curtain is about to run the whole show. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and go on a tirade, let me do my best Billie Eilish impersonation. You remember her, right? The one who told us back in 2020 to vote like the world depended on it? Well, let me just quote her verbatim. You don't need me to tell you that things are a mess. Donald Trump is destroying our country and everything we care about. We need leaders who will solve problems like climate change and COVID, not deny them. Leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality, and that starts by voting for someone who understands how much is at stake. I mean, that's powerful stuff, Billy. She goes on. Someone who's building a team that shares our values. It starts with voting against Donald Trump and for Joe Biden. I mean Kamala Harris. There it is. Vote for Kamala, the Green Witch of Narnia herself. The ruler we all secretly had, but were too distracted by Joe's naps to notice. But wait, before you take your pitchforks out, hold up, let me explain. Let's start with her brilliant idea for an unrealized capital gains tax. Oh yeah, that's right. Kamala wants to tax you on money you haven't made yet. I mean, why wait until you actually sell an asset? Let's just assume you're going to make money one day and tax you now. In fact, I'm all for it. Tax me on my future dreams, my fantasies, maybe even my potential Bitcoin holdings when it reaches $1 million a coin. Go ahead, Kamala, take my imaginary money. Why stop there? Maybe tax me for the lottery tickets I haven't bought yet. Makes sense, right? And let's not forget her stance on abortion. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for choice and think abortion should be illegal in every situation, but Kamala's got a whole new level of commitment. She's so progressive, she doesn't even think there should be any restrictions on abortion. Even at 9 months. 9 months! That's... what's the word? Oh yeah, a baby! But sure, let's act like there's no reasonable middle ground here. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is over here being the moderate. And when Trump is the middle ground, you know things have gone off the rails. Now, here's a real gem. Her plan to give first-time homebuyers a $25,000 check. Why? Because everyone knows when you inject more money into the housing market, prices go down, right? Oh, wait. No. That's not how economics works at all. You give people $25,000 and guess what? Home prices go up by $25,000. So thanks for that brilliant idea, Kamala. Housing inflation, here we come. But you know what? I'm for it. Let's keep pumping money into the system until we're all living in cardboard boxes that cost $500,000. And let's not forget her expertise with the money printer. If there's one thing we need, it's someone who knows how to make the money printer go brr louder than ever before. And where does all that freshly printed cash go? You guessed it, Ukraine and Israel. Because if there's one thing Americans love, it's paying for conflicts overseas that have absolutely nothing to do with us. Where'd your tax dollars go? Not here. But don't worry, they're building a nice park in Kyiv as we speak. But let's talk about something near and dear to all of us, getting forced to take the COVID vaccine or lose your job. Remember that fun little choice? Get the jab or get the boot. And who was at the helm of that strategy? Oh, that's right. Kamala Harris and her team of geniuses. Look, nothing screams freedom like, do this or we'll make you homeless. But hey, I'm sure it was for our own good, right? And now I'm looking forward to seeing what else they'll force on us next. Maybe a mandatory subscription to Netflix documentaries about climate change? But don't get me wrong, I'm voting for her. Oh yeah, 100%. Why? Because the sooner America hits rock bottom, the sooner we'll have no choice but to start making real decisions. Kamala Harris will lead us there. She'll show us exactly what it looks like when every economic policy is designed by someone who's read half a chapter of an econ textbook before skipping straight to the section labeled, "More Taxes, Please." Remember, folks, stay complacent, stay dumb, because the sooner America fails, the faster Bitcoin's price will skyrocket. When everything is in flames and the dollar is worth less than a Chuck E. Cheese token, we'll finally learn some hard lessons. And Kamala? She's the perfect candidate to teach us those lessons. Oh, she'll lead us to paradise, all right. But it'll be a paradise of inflation, sky-high housing costs, and unrealized gains taxes on your piggy bank. So yeah, I'm voting for the Green Witch of Narnia. You see, she's been secretly ruling from the shadows while Joe Biden was president anyway. Why not make it official? The plot twist? I'm voting for her because I want America to crash and burn so we can finally rebuild from the ashes. It's like giving the kid the candy, letting him eat the whole bag, and then watching him learn why it's a bad idea. Sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom before you start making smart choices. Kamala's gonna help us get there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go buy more Bitcoin.